Hello, Wargooners. Welcome back to the Arsenal Bloodline. I'm Elts. Thank you very much for joining me. So a little bit of breaking news, a little bit of bad breaking news, which is William Saliba is out for essentially a month. These reports broke late last night, mainly from one of the main French publications, which is the L'Equipe. So when they report things, you know it's pretty firm and concrete. Disappointed, man. Really disappointed, because we know the games that will rule him out for. You know, we've got Forest next week, Saturday, and I maintain that even though we go into that game heavy favourites, it's not a game we can take lightly. Forest are a good team now, we know that. The week after that, we play a team who I still consider to be our title rivals in Man City. You want William Saliba fit and available for those games, and then the week after that, a really, really tough assignment at St James Park, a ground that in recent years we've struggled to get much from. So it's disappointing, and what adds to the disappointment is that it's only game week 3. You know, we played no more than 3 games. We've had some big hitters in our squads, you know, have to sit out with sustained injuries. You know, we knew about Kai Havertz. You know, he had a minor operation, but we still haven't been given a real time frame for how long he'll be out for. We know Bukayo went down last week against Leeds, 2 weeks ago against Leeds, and he's out for 3 or 4 weeks. And Odegaard, thankfully, seems okay. You know, he came on for the last sort of 20-25 minutes against Liverpool last week, and he's been playing for Norway. So I think we can assume that he's okay. Ben White hasn't been seen this season, aside from the first 45 minutes at Old Trafford. So again, no time frame for how long he's out for. But yeah, bad news about William Saliba. The good news, however, is the performance of Christian Masquera against Liverpool. Didn't put a foot wrong. Looked like he'd been playing for Arsenal for years. Looked like he'd been playing in this country, in this league for a long time. He didn't look overawed at all. He equipped himself very well, and I thought he was our best performer, if I'm being honest with you, at Anfield. I really did. And considering it was his first sustained amount of minutes in an Arsenal shirt, I thought he'd done really, really well. And I gave him a 7 out of 10, I believe. So hopefully he continues that, and he can continue to deputise for William now, because he's going to have to. Particularly, you know, when you consider the fact that there's no Ben White. The good news is as well, we signed Hincapié on the last day of the window, but I know that Arteta doesn't like to play 2 left footers together. I've never really understood that too much. I mean, I grew up with centre backs playing, you know, you could be the same foot playing together, 2 right footers playing together. I don't understand what changes if you play 2 left footers together. I understand about there's a balance, or there's an imbalance if you play 2 left footers together. I kind of get that, but I mean, would it be incomprehensible for Hincapié to play alongside Gabriel, or Caliafore to step in and play alongside Gabriel? I guess we'll wait and see, and then we'll find out what Arteta does. But yeah, big blow for me. I mean, look, a month is not too devastating, but it's just, again, it's the level of fixtures we've got coming up, which just causes a little bit of concern, and just the amount of injuries that we keep on racking up. You know, I was hoping that last season would be a one-off in terms of, you know, the freakish nature of the quantity of injuries we were sustaining last season. But this season, it's slightly worrying that we've started off, you know, 3 weeks into it, and we've had 4 or 5 players out. It's concerning. But the caveat to that, and the silver lining, I guess, is the fact that we do have a fantastic squad now, and it justifies the signings that were made in the summer. So well done to the club for, you know, reinforcing the squad with depth, because it's for moments like this that you have a squad the size of the squad that we have now. So that's the one sort of bit of good news, but it's just a blow that it's our major players that seem to be going down. So yeah, there we go. 3 to 4 weeks out for William Saliba. I hope it's not anything longer than that. Yeah, real shame, man. I just want to see our strongest team. I just want to see our strongest lineup, and it kind of goes without saying, but you know, you just want to see your best players playing, especially when you're playing your major rivals. And I do consider City and Newcastle to be rivals of ours this season. So, you know, bit of a shame that, but Christian Mosquera, it's your time. Hincapié, it's your time. Caliofore, it's your time to shine. Just on a quick side note, England beat Andorra yesterday 2-0. And the only reason why I mention that is because there were 4 Arsenal guys in that team. I didn't actually watch the game, but watching the highlights back, I was like, oh my God, hold on a minute. There's Skelly, there's Madueke, there's Ebereji, and there's Deckers. Deckers who actually goes on to score a goal. Good header. And yeah, that's good to see. And of course, there was no Bukayo Saka and there was no Ben White. So potentially we could have 6 players in that England team. Imagine that. Imagine that. Over the last sort of 10, 15 years, we've not really been noted for our English quantity. So it's nice to see. It's definitely nice to see. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Keep your eyes peeled for the content coming up regarding the build up to the Forest game next Saturday, which I can't wait for. Really can't stand the international break, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, looking forward to bringing you that content. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. And I'm Elts for the Arsenal Bloodline. Take it easy.